For a good time, call 1-800. We are sliding.
Hello, I'm Willow. I will be your veterinary technician today. Denji, here's some gabapentin.
You remember the really early YouTube video of the woman squashing grapes, but then she falls out of the bucket? Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm that, but Makima doing it.
Welcome to Katie Fred's Chase Hot Dog Sanctuary podcast.
I'm glad that hit. I'm the Makima of crushing grapes and falling over.
We have 2 anime episodes, one spicy, one mild. We have Pochita in the studio with us live also.
Pochita? My friend Pochita is here?
Yeah, our friend Pochita is here. Hang on, let me take a picture of him.
And what does Pochita say?
What?
What?
He's a little fucked up because he just got out of his vacuum seal today, so don't worry about that.
He's fresh from... No, he's not fresh from the groomers. What is the opposite of the groomers?
The sloppers. He's fresh.
Oh!
He's fresh from the sloppies.
He's yelling!
He is?
Anyways, hi.
Yeah,
Hi.
2 anime episodes, one spicy, one mild.
Which one's the mild one?
The second one.
Is it mild? Is it mild, though? I think...
Compared to the first one? I just kind of thought it was okay. I mean, it was good, but I'm just this was
okay,
this
but
was fine.
Listen, in terms of sexual adult men,
okay,
one of them really beat the shit out of the other.
All right,
in terms of spicy old men.
Look, okay.
So the episode begins where we left off with Himeno poofing out of existence and the ghost devil getting eaten by the snake devil. But with one last gasp of breath, the ghost devil uses his hand to rev Denji up, and he squares off with Katana Man. Denji loses. Denji gets his ass beat, but as his top half is being toted off into a van, all of the flunkies of the guys with the guns just start popping like grapes. And this is Makima's one of Makima's powers. To just explode, just drone strike a guy by squishing him into a fine paste from across the map. Unfortunately, the owner of the Snake Devil as well as Katana Man do manage to escape, and in the aftermath, we find out that everyone is dead except for Kobeni and Madoka, who we met last episode briefly. He has scars on his face and glasses on his face. Alright, Dave died to save Kobeni, who comes in and just does some fucking sick stunts to beat up on Snake Devil, and it's very cool, and we love her. Madoka resigns from the public safety division and says, "Hey, did you know this was going to happen? Because you're smiling very smugly, and you're posting various small yet knowing clowns into the work / channel." And she says, "I can't tell a civilian that. I'll tender your resignation, though. Bye bye."
God. I love that you said one of Makima's powers, and now I'm like, okay, yes.
Well, we saw that the other one is something that just puts holes through people at point blank range. We just didn't see how.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, Denji gets revved up and goes,
We see Ghost Blue Blood.
We do see Ghost Blue Blood.
It's like Samson up in here. Well, I'm mixing my shit. I'm very mixing my shit. I'm sorry. I had a very frazzled week.
That's okay. We all had a very frazzled week. They used the Maximum the Hormone insert song again, but it is only for 20-30 seconds before they go to the opening, which creates a really weird audio juxtaposition that I don't like.
Yeah.
I think the way that they could have done that in a way that would have been fun, because there's a solid minute before Ghost Devil does the solid recap minute before Ghost Devil pulls Denji's
but it's
cord
new
again.
footage mostly, right?
Yeah.
Because I especially remember last episode I was just talking very effusively about how I really loved the Snake Devil just popping out of existence.
Yeah.
Just and then it's just it dissipates in a big puff of smoke on this one as if to spit in my face.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the same thing that they've done a couple other times where they just like give us the same thing but from different angles.
Yeah.
Because there's a solid minute of that before Ghost Devil pulls on Denji's cord. I'm like, that would have been a good place to stick the opening.
Like, I do...
And not have it feel weird and clunky about 45 seconds later, but, you know, it's fine.
Like, I think the pre-opening, like, it hit me. I thought, like, it created this very good, tense, and kind of anxious feeling atmosphere with just, like, a hint of, like, almost hopefulness. I think, like, starting off with that, like, the backing instrumentation, like, brings you back into the mood of last episode, despite, like, you know, if you're watching it on a week-to-week basis, you know, your life goes on, things happen, you move on from the last episode. The characters in the show do not get that chance. They don't get a break, so they need that instrumentation to, like, remind the audience of that mood.
Yeah, I think there was just like I think this one just had like a weird issue of like them feeling the need to put the OP somewhere and like because there's just so much momentum that like starts in this that like really Himeno beefing it is like the one big pause moment I think that there is. Mm-hmm. Like the only other one I can really think of is like I remember this one being a chapter break too when Katana cuts Denji and the hostage he took in half. Yeah, that's like the end of it. That's like that's a chapter end page if I'm not mistaken, but that would have been a very late one.
Yeah,
they could have gotten away with it though.
I think they could have gotten away with it. Again, I just think they could have put it like earlier because then Ghost Hand start pull cord opening, move on to action sequence.
Yeah.
It flows better in my opinion.
Yeah, that probably would have worked a little bit better. We haven't had them like just go straight to the opening without any preamble, huh?
But there was preamble. That's what I'm saying. There was preamble, and then
there was preamble. There was like a minute of preamble, and then it was like, all right, new footage for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Well, not new footage for the entire minute 30, but then like new story for the 30 seconds, and then
just in case you forgot, chainsaws.
Yeah, chainsaws.
Just in case you forgot chainsaws. I feel like they really sell the impact of Katana's hits here. Like he is very fast and epic and doing fucking like League of Legends Yasuo like nothing's personality shit.
Yeah.
But like he seems like there's just so much force and precision behind his hits especially compared to Denji because like they have like the same thing where like their like the base of their weapon is like halfway up their forearm, give or take, like embedded. Mm-hmm. Like the tang of the knife goes that far up, and I think like that force and precision compared to Denji like fucking flailing around like in that gif of Lisa and Bart fighting is really cool, and I think I like it.
I like it. Yeah. Denji's a goblin. Denji's a goblin in this one, especially.
He gets shot and he fucking elbow drops a guy.
I was like, oh my god, that fucking elbow drop. He grabs some guy. He's like, hey, don't slice me. I'm gonna definitely chainsaw this guy's head into ground beef. And Katana Man's like, oh, you bastard. You motherfucker. Anyway, I'm gonna slice you in half right now along with this guy.
He squats down and Denji says, yeah, Katana Man, sit your white ass down and listen. But then, there's just like a blink and Katana Man's on the other side of the rooftop and then Denji and the other guy like just slide off from the stomach upwards.
Yeah.
Chopped in half, no problem.
It's easy for him.
And then we see a bunch of dead devil hunters.
Yeah.
We see corpse of Arai. We see corpse of Kobeni's friend. We see the other corpses. We see what are their names? Tendo and
shit. The other one.
The other one doesn't really matter because Tendo is just so hot that it makes her look stupid.
I love her. Fuck. I literally was like, okay, remember what their names are this time because I forgot last week and I only remembered Tendo.
Well, they're dead now anyways, so.
No, they're not.
They are alive. They are alive. These are the two who are waiting for Makima at the subway, not the subway, at the Shinkansen station. And the train pulls up. They get a phone call that's like, hey, a bunch of people just fucking ate it. And they're like, oh, did Makima fucking die and we've been standing here waiting at the station for a million years for no reason?
I actually jumped over the adding another tally point for panels that I wish had been a little bit better. Makima standing up on the train, after having had a hole in her head. Like, it didn't look bad, it just, like, there is so much intimidation and terror in that panel in the manga that I felt was a little bit lacking in the like, listen, I'm not gonna complain that bad about, Makima big coat covered in blood. It looks good, but, like...
Like, I think they, like, the color palette they chose for that scene, like, it's fairly neutral,
Yeah, you've seen the panel, right?
I haven't seen the panel.
I'll show you the panel. Yeah, here's the manga panel.
Yeah.
Oh, she's so ominous.
Yeah.
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 The fucking, like, hard outline that she has separating her from, like, the like, much more lightly shaded everything else going on here.
Yeah. Because it has, in the anime, it has more of, like, a grungy situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On account of all of the blood.
Yeah, on account of all the blood and gorp.
Gorp.
But then, train doors pop open, Makima walks out. Nary a scratch on her. Yeah, Makima swagged out, big coat, bloodied up.
I was, like, losing it the first time I watched this, because, like, I was, she's alive. I knew it. I knew it.
Damn, that's crazy.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's so crazy. Wow, who could have predicted that? But like, this whole time, like, I do think this is a point for Makima Devil Theory, because, like, she fully got shot in the head. Like, I know...
Counterpoint. No, she didn't.
She literally steps out and they're like, we heard something happened, are you good? You're covered in blood. And she was like, oh, it's not mine. And there's like a pause and she just like does a little smile. She's like, I didn't get shot. There was a shooting on the train though, and there's bodies in there. You should clean them up.
The fucking like the one, like, there's this like front-facing shot, like, directly into Makima's eyes as she says, oh no, I didn't get shot. Here's what I need you to do this X, Y, and Z. We need to do some stuff. Go get me a bunch of prisoners, etc., etc. And there's this, like, very slow, like, dolly zoom effect happening on her that is, like, it's a dolly zoom. It's, like, lengthening the fucking, like, distance between her and the train and her and the camera a little bit, and it just looks fucking sick as hell, and it's very intimidating.
It's really good. And then, like, after she says all that, it, like, cuts to the inside of the train and all of the guys are just, like, dead on the fucking ground with a giant fucking bowling ball sized hole in their bodies. Oops. Anyway, she picks up a bunch of death row prisoners. She's like, get me about 30 of these.
Give me 20 to 30 of these little terminal blonde bitches.
Reserve the highest altitude temple in the city, and also I need new clothes that aren't all bloody. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
We then cut to, like, these fugitives, and they are, like, being loaded into a prison van, and they have a cardboard box full of, like, fast food burger.
Yeah, they have, like, a giant fucking paper bag full of, like, every possible fast food item that could happen.
Every single McDonald's parody every single McDonald's knockoff from anime is in there. You've got McDaniel, McDouble, McDonald.
Do you think they pulled through the drive-thru in the armored van?
Yeah, probably.
I think they did do a circuit of every drive-thru in the city.
God, yeah.
It's like a Mario Kart track. Fast food circuit.
Yeah.
Fast food circuit.
Get on that loop.
If you were to okay, this is a very wild hypothetical. If you were to stop at 3 fast food joints to build a meal, this will be. What are the 3 fast food joints you would take, and what would you make your meal out of? It has to be 3, and you have to get something of substance from each of them.
How complete and sane does this meal have to be?
Buddy, just follow your heart.
Okay, I am getting a steak burrito, and then I am getting...
Where are you getting the steak burrito?
Chipotle.
Oh, yeah.
And then I am going to... I guess I'm stopping at Five Guys.
Yeah, getting burger?
Getting burger. And then I am going to... And then I'm eschewing the format and going to Nick Tahoe's for some fucking fries. Because I missed that.
That's fast enough. I think I would go Five Guys for the fries.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I'm going to Popeyes for some 4-piece blackened chicken tenders. With the biscuit, of course. And the iced tea.
Yeah.
And then I think my third stop is going to be like, maybe get some spicy nugget from Wendy's.
Spicy nugget.
I want them fries from Popeyes. I want...
Ew, okay.
I like them. They're a little spicy.
Okay.
And I can't have chicken.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I can't have fried chicken. Then a fucking Blizzard. I want a Blizzard.
Blizzard. I want a Blizzard. Can I change mine to
I could
also
go for
have
a
a
Blizzard.
Blizzard? I would like a
Can we
Blizzard.
go get Blizzard after we're done here?
Yeah.
The Dairy Queen will definitely be closed.
No, it won't. Time travel.
Oh.
I'm willing it not to be closed.
Okay,
Exactly.
we're gonna time travel, so you just find your own way.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine, I'll figure it out.
I mean, like, time travel and spatial travel might be related, so, you know, we'll see what we can do. What is my fucking third thing? Burrito.
Burrito.
Burrito. Sweet potato burrito from Burrito Boys.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking Soul Burrito fucking closed, by the way.
Oh my god, really?
I'm despondent.
That's terrible.
I'm like dying inside and
Fuck.
also outside.
Pour one out. Shit.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Anyway,
rest
sorry.
in peace to these 30 death row prisoners who were working down their Borgus, and they're like, "Where do you think we're going?"
And they're saying, "Oh no, I'm stuffing my face full of burrito."
And then the guys driving the van are like, "Don't talk back there," and I'm like, "You can let them talk some shit. They're about to turn into ketchup soon."
Well, they're not going. They'll be fine. They're not. They won't be fine. They won't be fine. To be
Oh
fair,
right, they're
going to
not
turn into
getting
ketchup, though.
exploded. That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. I'm sorry. I got my wires crossed.
Yeah, they're not being exploded. They're fine.
Well,
Yeah.
Well,
But so we just get this like extended sequence of Makima just getting dressed after with her new clothes on, and it's like they're ill-fitting a little bit. Like the shirt seems very rumpled, especially.
she makes it work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we cut back to, Katana Man. He's got like 3 or 4 different colors of blood on his shirt. He just went on a Homestuck massacre.
oh my
Oh,
god.
God.
And then they're like, alright, let's load this body into the trunk of the car, into the van. And then the guy's like, wait, hold on, something's weird. Something's not good. And then he just gets, like, squelched.
Just squished like a bug.
Just popped. No bones, just turning into a puddle of blood.
There is a crow watching. There is a crow watching, and he sees it watching, and then he's ketchup.
Then he turns into ketchup.
Like, I really do love the texture of the blood they used. In some of the shots, it looks very much like actual ink was poured onto a page, or like there's brush strokes in there that are visible, and I'm like, this is exactly what I want blood in anime to be like. Yeah, you can make it shiny and glossy and like, ooh, nice, excellent, but I want it to be inky. I want it to have texture, especially if it's an adaptation of a manga.
Yeah.
I think that I'm gonna send you an image, another panel from the manga of her doing this, and I think this is like just you have gotten the exact vibe of what I think is going on in Fujimoto's vision, and
Yeah.
I think they did good.
Yeah.
They did it.
Yeah, she explodes this guy. We cut back to the temple, and she just kind of goes down the line of inmates and is like, say this name. And they do, and she does her little hand motion, and one guy gets, like, twisted into nothing, like being wrung out like a washcloth.
Yeah.
More guys tend to just get smushed into like a grape.
I interpreted that as like that just being like the slightly slowed down version of what is happening to everyone.
I guess, yeah.
The gestures she's using, like, I've made those gestures while playing with clay and squishing it into a flat disc, so...
And you killed someone every time you did that.
Yep. And every time she turns a guy into ketchup, one of the inmates just drops dead also.
Yep.
They're fine.
The besties have to be blind. Everybody's blindfolded. The besties are like, why are we blindfolded? And the other one's like, oh, because she's really
We're not important. We're small potatoes.
Yeah, she's too important, and we're not allowed to know what devil contracts she has or what like powers she has access to.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, okay, makes sense. So she goes on like this for a really long time, and everybody at the scene is freaking the fuck out.
I just had a minor realization that the scene, the shot of her just like standing amidst the rows of guys is very similar to that one panel.
Yes, I was also thinking this. Yeah. I'm like, oh yeah,
like
yeah. There's other parallels. There's other parallels to that arc too. Like you see some things happen to some guys that are similar to some things that happen to some guys in this one.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm very excited to know what happens to those guys.
Yeah.
Are they in
my
space?
My favorite manga panel of all time, and I don't think I am very nervous about how it will look. I'm sure it will look epic.
It'll look so good. It'll look so good. We'll find out in like 5 years probably.
That panel is the one panel I have seen because it's
Among Us panel.
Among Us panel.
Among Us panel.
There's the soundtrack they use at this point. Like it is very much horror movie vibes. It's like a rushing pulse growing slowly more intense, and like for some reason it's reminding me of Suspiria of all things.
I thought it was like the stings in Incantation. It's really similar to like the tension tracks that are in Incantation.
Yeah.
They started doing like some real like horror movie scoring from the moment Makima stood up on that train. Like they were building up that, and then it was just like, okay, yeah, this is this is scary as shit. And look at it. Look how scary it is.
Makima is so very normal.
And like
nothing is wrong with her.
Nothing at all. And like I love how it kind of echoes metallically after like the main sounds cease. Like it's really, really well done.
Yeah. Yeah, so once she gets all of the guys except for Katana and Akane, and they're like, fuck, get in the van, go! Grab him and go! Everybody fucking exploded.
I love that, what is their name? I wrote it down earlier. Sawatari. Sorry, Sawatari's just like, this is a fucking bullshit power, it's gotta be Makima.
Yeah.
Fucking map hacks using ass. She's got fucking aimbot.
Yeah, like they have
She's Soldier 76 ulting.
They have to like call around and be like, did you guys confirm kill Makima? Hello, the squad that was on the train? And somebody answers and is like, yeah, I haven't heard from them in a really long time, and then gets exploded and catch up immediately.
Like, and there's another shot of 2 crows flying this time.
Yeah, there's crows present.
I'm sure that's not relevant at all. At all.
There are crows present.
Yeah.
Makima seemed really good at just killing everyone except the 2 most competent people there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Which I found interesting.
Yeah, very, very interesting.
Like, she got exactly enough prisoners to just kill everyone except for the 2 that were like the most. Because like none of these guys could have helped. Like Denji could have 1v1 or like 1v5'd any of these fucking guys.
I think
were there,
if Denji really wanted to, he could have just like mowed down all of those guys that got turned into ketchup.
Yes.
Yeah. Like at once.
Yeah.
If he really wanted to.
Probably.
But yeah, all of everybody's fucking dead, and Makima's like, that's all I can do from here. Teehee.
It's not.
Teehee.
I don't believe her for a second. Everything.
I have used all of my powers. Ha ha.
Maybe that's true, but like.
Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha. Hee hee. I don't trust her. I think she's gaslighting someone.
That's great. You think somebody's being gaslit in this anime? That's insane.
Someone.
No, there isn't.
You're
imagining it.
Someone other than Denji, though.
Okay.
The audience.
Yes. She's gaslighting the audience.
The world.
She's gaslighting me, personally.
You know what?
Then, like, as they're, like, loading up to go, as Sawatari and Katana are loading up to go, Sawatari turns their head and sees my special little girl.
Somebody's coming.
There she is. There she
One Kobeni who is like stanced up with her fucking American Psycho knife.
Yeah.
And is just like, she just charges in and like fucking rips shit up and down just saves Denji entirely. This is I forgot that this happened. Honestly.
I also forgot that this happened.
I was so hype about this. My notes are just like, fuck yeah, yeah. Victory for cringe girls everywhere. Like, fuck yeah, there we go. She did it.
Kobeni beast mode moment. Yeah, she's like staggering up. And Akane is like, oh fuck, okay, Snake, hit her with your tail. And the tail comes out, and Kobeni just like...
Does a flip.
Just does a flip. Naruto runs up the whole length of the tail at them. Jumps off, cuts Katana Man's arm off, grabs a gun off of somebody,
and looks like this is all within
this is all within the span of like a second. Cuts his arm off, grabs a gun, doesn't turn around, just like kind of over her shoulder, pops him twice in the back with the gun.
She's
so sick.
It is the fucking sickest shit I've ever seen. She did that on concrete.
She is like so incredibly skilled. She makes Denji looks like a stupid little baby.
She literally makes him look stupid and cringe.
She does, and that's so good of her.
It's so fucking good of her. Yeah, we get a little flashback where she's like with Arai giving this old woman directions, and they like turn around. The old woman pulls the gun out, which we saw in the last episode, shoots Arai in like through the neck, and he like moves in front of Kobeni to take another bullet in the head instead of it hitting her.
And then she runs around and forces the grandma with the gun to dome herself.
Yeah, then she immediately goes fucking apeshit beast mode and just murders the grandma, and then like echolocates to Denji, basically.
Yep.
No,
I'm sorry to Arai for saying that I don't care him. I still don't think that I do, but this and the moment where he's helping Denji throw up are two very cute moments.
Yeah, you know what, Arai, you're all right. Sorry about
fine. You went blanky mode.
Sorry about it. You did okay, but
you did okay. I hope his mom misses him.
I hope his mom misses him. That's a terrible thing to say.
I mean, like, what else can you, like...
I hope his mom misses him.
I hope someone remembers him and thinks fondly of him enough to miss him.
I think Kobeni does.
Yeah. She certainly goes a little bit unhinged here, which is very exciting for me.
I mean, she's been through it. Like she takes cover behind Denji's bisected corpse, while Akane and Katana have to like fucking book it out of there. And once they're gone, she's like, okay, well, Arai died to protect me. Denji, I'm sorry I tried to kill you. And she just kind of has a little breakdown about it. Like, why am I apologizing for that? This is really stupid. Like, I'm just like hyperventilating and like freaking out. And she's like, I can't keep doing this.
The voice actor does a fantastic
job. It's
job.
Voiced really, really well. And she's like,
and then she says, I'll have to tell Miss Himeno that I'm retiring when we're done here.
Yeah, when I see her again, I have to tell Himeno that I quit, which is like the saddest fucking line in the world.
She's never gonna quit then, I guess.
And she's just stuck in it.
She's just stuck in it. Man,
it's like when you remove the ladder from a pool in Sims.
Ooh.
Can't get out of the pool anymore, bitch. The ladder died.
Oh,
Ladder died.
I keep on trying that in The Sims 4, and my Sims never drown on purpose. They always scramble up the side somehow, or like glitch. And I'm like,
die, bitch! Why won't you drown?
I really do need to like just release the serial killers in one of my games.
I think people who play The Sims are so fucking fascinating. There's so much wrong with you.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Mostly just driving them to perish. Like slow deaths, you know?
Yeah, then we cut back to the subway station. We get Madoka, who is the guy with glasses with a scar on his face, who is the only other person to have survived, to come up and tell Makima, like, hey, here's what happened. Here's how many people are dead. Also, the higher-ups said that they are merging all of the special divisions into your special division, and you're in charge of it now. Congratulations. And I quit because that's crazy, and I don't want to die.
I love the fucking absolute no reaction smile that she gives to this. Like, no emotion whatsoever behind this. Just
I mean, me
smiling
too. I've been there. People will say something to me, and I'll just be like,
that's nice.
Okay.
Okay.
You'll just say, okay, whatever.
God. That non-reaction is so telling. If she's not, like, zoning out because she's just in a state, dissociating, she absolutely knew. 100%. 100%.
Yeah. He's like, one more thing before you go. How much of today did you anticipate?
All of it.
And she's like, I can't disclose that to a civilian. Bye.
Which means all of it. This was her plan for the beginning. She's consolidating her power.
That's so interesting.
It's crazy.
That's crazy.
The higher-ups are next.
That's crazy.
And then Tendo and whatever the guy's name were like, Makima, we're just here for training. You know that, right?
We're not joining your weird special division. We are literally just here for training.
Yeah. And then she says, oh, that's a shame. The dining in Tokyo is to die for.
They're gonna die.
And then we get our ending.
I think they're gonna die in like 5 episodes, maybe.
Well, we don't have 5 episodes.
We don't have
we
5
have 2 episodes.
We have one more episode of podcast.
Yeah, this is our next to last episode. Our penultimate episode.
Season 2, though, they're die.
Okay.
Season 2, they're die.
Season 2, they're die. Calling it now.
Maybe towards the end, though.
Okay.
Who's to say? Who's to say?
Who's to say?
Anyways, I do really like this ending.
It's good.
Very nice. It gives me like you staying up way too late when you're a teenager and like flicking on. Well, I suppose it would be Teletoon for you guys, but YTV for Canadians.
Teletoon is not a thing.
Teletoon
No.
is not as. Oh.
I don't know what that is.
Cartoon Network, maybe?
Yeah,
Is this where we're angling
Tsunami.
at? Like, this is
I don't-
not
Yeah.
block. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, one of those, I guess. If you're an American.
I didn't get to stay up late ever when I was a kid and be near the TV, so I don't have a frame of reference. I also never had cable when I was growing up.
I'm so sorry.
I didn't suffer for it.
No, you
I'm enlightened. I don't have to laugh at SpongeBob jokes unless they're actually funny.
But no, late night anime in the middle of the night.
I really wish I had Toonami for late night anime. You know what I fucking watched for like my parents once got, my parents did not have cable either, but we got it for like a year or two once. You know what I watched? I watched fucking SpongeBob, Fairly Odd Parents, and Jimmy Neutron, and that was all that I wanted to fucking watch. If there was other shit on, I probably didn't care that much.
You know they had Jimmy Neutron on like non-cable TV, right?
No, they didn't. That
yes,
was a
they did.
Nickelodeon original.
Yes, they did. I watched Jimmy Neutron.
On what channel?
I don't remember, but I know I watched it.
How old were you? Because that was a Nickelodeon original for a while.
They ported it. I don't know what to tell you. They ported
They
it.
ported it?
Yeah, they ported it.
You watched Jimmy Neutron on the Game Boy Advance from those fucking cartridges?
Yeah. I got the fucking Dolphin emulator just for Jimmy Neutron.
I'm just looking at where has Jimmy Neutron been broadcast. As far as I can tell, this show was only ever broadcast on Nickelodeon.
They found a way. Life finds a way. Country girls make too.
Maybe you had the DVD or VHS,
Nope.
or perhaps you watched the movie.
I watched the movie, and I also watched some of the show. Because it was on TV.
Now. I'm so confused as to where you could have watched. Oh, I also watched I also liked watching Digimon Frontier. That was a good show.
Yeah, I don't think I was watching Digimon up to Frontiers. I think I have discussed my Digimon situation with you, and the situation is that it was on 4Kids, which was on Fox. And I watched a little bit of the second one, whichever one had Devilmon in it.
That was Adventure 1, I think.
Sure.
Adventure 2 had Devilmon.
Yeah. And I watched some of that, and I really enjoyed it because I was obsessed with Digimon, and I owned the movie and the soundtrack, and I watched it a bunch of times.
It's a good movie.
It's a good movie. And I watched some of that season, and then they changed the time slot so that I couldn't watch it before I went to Taekwondo on the weekend, or something else was also on in that time slot, so I could either watch that. Oh, I think it was no. Wings Club was also on 4Kids, so it couldn't have been Wings Club. It was something. There was something else that I wanted to watch more, and I couldn't tape it because you can't tape it while you're watching something else on the same channel on a different channel at the same time.
Yeah.
So I didn't watch any more Digimon after midway through season 2.
Was it like Fighting Foodons or some shit?
Fighting Foodons was also on 4Kids, so no.
Yeah.
Yes, Fighting Foodon was a 4Kids.
I did watch quite a lot of Fighting Foodons, and I made a guy for the contest. Or rather, I conceptualized a guy, but I couldn't draw, so I had my mom draw it for me.
That's so cute, though.
A star-nosed mole thing?
Macromole. It was a star-nosed mole, so it had the head...
Macromole?
The head and paws of a star-nosed mole, and the whole center part of the body was a macaroni noodle. I thought it was inspired, but they didn't take it, so...
Fucking cowards. Bullshit.
They should have.
They should have. I'm a genius. I got concepts in here.
Yeah.
So, Aki wakes up in the hospital. Denji and Power go on a little field trip with Makima. They meet a new friend who is going to give them their little anime training arc to make them stronger. The besties from last episode come visit Aki in the hospital, and they're like, you either gotta quit right now, or you gotta get a cooler devil, because the shit that you have right now is not working.
Shit you have right now is mid as hell, dude.
one of your shits is broken, and the other shit is gonna kill you. And Denji and Power do some more training. Aki gets a letter, and then Aki goes and meets a new friend. And Denji and Power do some more training. That's what I mean by this is kind of just a mild episode. Not a fucking lot happens in terms of bullet points.
The thing is, though, that there is sexual Kishibe, which...
Yeah, we're going to spend a lot of time talking about him, which is why the bullet points are so short. But in the grand scheme of things, not a fucking lot happens in this episode.
Yeah.
It's a mild wing.
It is a garlic parmesan boneless wing.
Now,
pleasant to eat, but not that exciting.
It was an experience for me.
Okay,
the glasses. The glass.
Yes. I can't deny the appeal of the glasses. They make you look so smart.
They look so smart.
Yeah, so Aki wakes up in the hospital to Denji and Power fighting over his get well basket full of apples.
I have been wanting Denji to have a little treat for what feels like ages, and then he has a little apple treat.
He has one bite of an apple, and then Power tries to beat the shit out of him for it, because she just decides that she wants it midway through him eating it.
In a hospital. I don't know how he was able to get the apples all the way to the hospital without her noticing.
She just didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
She just didn't give a shit. It's like when you go and you get like fast food or something, and you're like, it's like when I order a burger And I'm like, do you want fries? And you're like, no. And I'm like, okay. And I get fries for me. And then they get here, and you're like, can I have some of the fries? And I'm like, yes, of course.
Because I want like 5 fries. I don't want a whole another thing of fries for me.
You eat like a lot of fries, though.
You never finish the fries.
Yes, because I have to share them with you.
You can't.
That's not how that order of operations works.
Anyway. They're not that important to me.
Okay.
A lover's spat.
Classic. This happens to everyone.
How couples argue these days? What is your stance on dipping mustard?
Normal world.
Listen, I love a dipping mustard. I do think we do need a sequence of Denji just having a bunch of sandwiches.
I want Denji to make like a Scooby-Doo sandwich and unhinge his jaw and eat a sandwich that's like half the size of his body.
Yeah.
I think he deserves it.
I want him to go fucking Scooby-Doo mode.
I want him... Yeah, exactly.
I do want Power to experience one energy drink. Just one, though. Just one, because I don't think...
What if you could expose Power to one energy drink? What are you giving her?
I would give her... I think it's NOS?
Oh, Nos?
Nitrous. Yeah, Nos.
Nos of Nos Drinker... Former Tumblr user and legend.
Oh, is that what that is? Is that what that is? I had a very strange feeling because I was talking about this guy. I was talking about Nose Drinker, our friend, our beloved ally and comrade Nose Drinker.
Rest in peace.
And I was like, yeah, I wonder what Nose Drinker's up to these days. And Neve turned to me and was like, you follow them on Twitter, and I was like, what? Because it turned out someone who I just followed because I thought they had good opinions, who never posted a picture of their face, was just Ryan Nose Drinker this whole time.
That's really fucking funny.
I was like, yeah, this person's got great opinions about women's basketball. And that was Ryan Nose Drinker. Where there was 2 lines in the sand, that was where Ryan Nose Drinker was.
Amazing.
Incredible.
Beautiful.
But yeah, I think Power on an energy drink would have incredible destructive abilities, both for herself and everything in her.
World blow up. If Power had more than like a corn chip of more than a small cup of green tea's worth of caffeine, she would explode and blow the whole world up with her.
I think I want to give her a 12-pack of the white Monster Energy, the one that I drink all the fucking time. She's just like me for real.
Listen,
she would only want to drink the ones that taste like juice.
Yeah, she would only drink red drink.
Red drink.
Okay, the only thing that is stopping Power from drinking Aki's coffee in the morning is it's so bitter she does not like it.
She doesn't like it, yeah.
She doesn't like it. But if she did, world blow up.
World blow up?
World blow up immediately. Aki dead on the floor.
Yeah, Aki dead on the floor.
Aki is dead on the floor.
Yeah, he's up and... He's like, how many people
emotionally
survived?
Dead on the floor.
Yeah.
Emotionally, he's dead on the floor.
He's like, how many people survived? And Denji's like, that weird little bitch Kabeni and that other guy, but he quit. And Aki's like,
well,
okay. And
do you remember the last episode when 2 episodes ago when Hibano said Aki only cries, doesn't let anyone see that he cries over the newbies dying.
Yep. And Denji and Power were like, well, anyway, we just came here to eat your apples. We got shit to do with Makima. Bye.
Bye.
They just fucking leave.
Denji is like, oh, me and Powie have to go see Makima.
Yeah, it's... As far as I can tell, it's not voiced differently, but, it's translated that way, and this is also the point in the manga where he starts calling her Powie, and I'm like...
It's very cute. They're literally besties.
Yeah, but Aki's just, sitting there, and he's like, alright, Curse Devil, how much time do I have left? And, this is...
Another tally number 3.
Tally number 3. This is, The way that it's done in the manga is Curse Mouth just kind of materializes and is like, "Hey, 2 years," and goes.
And Aki just looks like intensely distraught from like in a way that he is not extremely like he seems upset, to be clear, but.
Yeah, in the anime, I like the way that the curse situation is done better in the anime. I do think that some of the emotional impact is a bit lost, but like it cuts to like a profile shot of him like holding the sword and like big ass fucking curse skull and mouth slide up behind him.
Yeah,
it's like
they swoosh right in.
Yeah,
so much.
Like the mouth is like almost around him. It's like, hey, 2 years.
Hey, 2 years.
It's slowly consuming him.
No, it's consuming him quite quickly, actually.
With things like this, where it's like Aki's like death has been prognosticated, is that like is this and this is not me like trying to like fucking pick at it like I'm cinema sensing here. I'm just kind of curious, is this thing divorced from like is this saying Aki? There is no one can like run up to Aki and cut his damn head off for 2. He'll be okay for 2 years, but like as he gets closer to the time himself, he like will he can like. Sure, I don't know. Like, will he be okay organically, or can people like kill him, or like what happens in the 2 years? When 2 years goes up, does he go Final Destination, have his head pop off, or like what?
I just kind of assumed that it was like your organic lifespan will not go beyond 2 years, so it's going to be like a Death Note situation or something where like he's probably going to have like a heart attack or stroke out or something.
I think it would be like. I don't want it to be... I want it to be just as sudden and violent as every other death that we've seen so far. Like, I think that Aki just falling over from a heart attack would be... because 2 years is up, wouldn't fit narratively.
Well, okay, sure. Or, like, I guess he explodes or, like, folds into himself or something. But, like, the point is that, like, he's not going to get Final Destination.
He blows up like Violet Beauregard.
Yeah, like, he will... If he dies of natural causes, it will happen in 2 years.
Yeah.
And it's not going to go past that. It doesn't preclude him from... He can't
die regular style.
Right. It doesn't preclude him from dying earlier, but that is how much time is left for him naturally. Is what I get from that. It's not something that's specified within text. But
yeah, I'm not. Yeah, again, I'm not like plot holing here. I'm just
right.
Like,
yeah, like I really like the idea of like Curse being an active participant in Aki's death, like rather than like him keeling over of natural causes, quote unquote. Curse will cause an accident to happen or something when the two
Curse will Final Destination his ass. Curse will knock him through the fucking wrought iron fence and cube him.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's your opinion.
Final Destination. Listen, I think that Curse should do Final Destination 4 to Aki.
I think that would make sense, because what is a curse but really bad luck? Just really bad luck, and that's the whole thing with Final Destination, huh?
Yeah, he's like, I got 2 years left to live, I guess I'm gonna smoke a cigarette. Lung cancer is not gonna kill me that fast.
Yeah, I guess I can smoke a cigarette in the Lisa style.
God. Yeah, he goes in, he tries really hard to, like, his lighter is giving him trouble, and, like, in that time he has flashes of, like, Himeno lighting up for him, and
trauma.
Breaks down crying.
The trauma. God.
And it, like, we get, like, a couple seconds of him crying, and then it cuts to Denji just standing outside the door. He's like, fuck, I came back because I dropped my manga, and now he's crying. This is really fucking awkward.
Like, I want to believe Denji is getting to be more empathetic, like, but also not really.
Compare that statement to the rest of this scene for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, he's becoming more socialized.
Yeah.
But, like, you know, he's got a long way to go. But yeah, he's like, damn, it's so weird and gross that he's crying. Oh, well, I guess a bunch of people died, including Himeno, who was his buddy, his friend.
His confidant, his silly rabbit.
And then he's like, but I'm not sad because Himeno died. and she was the first person to actually want to be friends with me. And then he's like, would I be sad if Aki died? No. Would I be sad if Power died? Definitely not. Would I be sad if Makima died? And he has to think about it for a second, then he's like, I'd probably be bummed out for like 3 days, but I'd get over it. Because really all I want to do is eat good food and live a good life. So, you know, in terms of anything else happening, nothing really. Oh wait, shit. When I lost my human organ heart, did I also lose my actual emotional human heart? And then he's like, that's too metaphysical, and I'm not going to worry about it. Let's go see Makima.
Yeah.
And Power's like, that fucking sucks. None of this is externalized. This is all like internal monologue. So all he does is just say, okay, well, I'm not going to worry about that. Let's go see Makima. So Power is like, it fucking sucks that we're going to go see Makima right now.
It's fucking JD scrubbed, like those edits where it's like, this is what JD looks like to everyone else.
Like, God, it is really hard to like have that empathy and kind of connection with other people when he's been through so much, but like the wisdom of idiots being like, well, there's not really shit I care about besides living a good life and eating, so I'm not going to worry about the rest and just let everything else roll off my back like water over a turtle. That's not the expression.
That is absolutely not the expression.
Water over a turtle.
Water over a turtle. Can you briefly explain what that proverb means?
Water over a turtle?
Water over a turtle, yeah.
Well,
what does that symbolize? Like, what are you supposed to? What's the message?
Unlike water off a duck's back.
No. That's not what you said. What does water over a turtle mean?
The same thing as water off a duck's back, I would assume.
No, it's different. This is distinctly different.
A turtle is a semi-aquatic being. It lives within the water. Tragedy surrounds it, I guess.
Tragedy surrounds it, he said.
Tragedy surrounds the humble turtle.
The humble turtle. Is the tragedy the tragedy an allegory for the fact that they're reservoirs of salmonella?
Yes.
The salmonella is the tragedy?
And also the water.
And also the water is the tragedy.
So they both, they live in and around the water, but the water doesn't...
Every waking moment is misery for the turtle.
Much like Denji's life. Absolutely miserable in many, 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 many ways.
But he perseveres.
Denji is basically a turtle.
There's no difference between Denji and a turtle.
There are many differences.
No, there's not. Name one.
Name one difference between Denji and a turtle right now.
Denji has teeth.
Some turtles do have teeth.
Some turtles do have teeth.
Some turtles do have teeth. It depends on the turtle.
Depends on the turtle.
Depends on the turtle.
We're not going back to the podcast now. Name one thing about that Denji does not have in common with a turtle right now.
Denji does not have a specialized ribcage that forms like a plastron.
You don't know that.
You don't know.
You don't know this.
You don't know what's going on in there.
He does not have a plastron. Or whatever it's fucking called. He does not
it's really funny that you're not going for the most obvious one, which is that, like, I don't know, maybe Denji has, like, a higher, like, a walking speed above, like, 1 mile per hour, like Denji's on a shell.
Some turtles can go really fast.
Not that fast.
Soft shell turtles can go up to, like, 30 miles per hour.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Hold on. I gotta turtle some fast.
According to Google, the soft-shelled turtle can move at a speed of 3 miles per hour. There is the leatherback sea turtle who can go about 22 miles per hour underwater.
Okay. Okay.
What is happening?
So I added a 0. I added a 0. That's such a crime.
Soft shell turtles fucking coming out of the water at you like gators. You gotta go serpentine. You'll never make it.
They're almost as fast as horses.
But are they faster than bullets?
No.
Okay, we're done with turtles. I'm
not.
You have to be done.
Okay.
So they leave to go see Makima. Fuck.
Yeah, my notes here also say, regards to Aki cry little emo bow, cry, hurt my little heart.
Yeah, it did hurt me.
I feel like he sobbed a bit hard. I feel like he was like a bit more openly sobbing in the manga, but I could just be splitting hairs.
No, it's roughly the same. I did just reread the chapter yesterday. It's relatively one-to-one, aside from the curse thing. So the besties also show up while Aki is still crying. They're like, oh fuck, he's crying. Should we come back later? They go in, they're like, hey, what's up? You were crying. Should we leave? He's like, why are you here? They're like, so we're here to do some special training with you guys. Except all of you are dead, except for, you. Anyway, are your devils working? And it's like, no. Khan is broken. They're like, yeah, you fucked up, Khan. She's not gonna work for you ever again. She's gone forever. She's pissed off. It's like, okay.
I can't believe they got divorced.
She just said, fuck it, I'm out.
Ooh, Aki's single now?
Extra single now.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
No fox.
Out of the picture.
No bitches.
No bitches.
0 bitches!
I love how blue this hospital scenes are. I really do.
Yeah, it's early morning, so it does have that sort of blue.
Yeah, and Aki's color scheme is also blue, so he's kind of he's blending into the background a little bit.
Blending in with the surroundings.
Blending in and...
Like the humble turtle?
Like the humble the humble turtle with its chroma changing flesh.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
The light.
No,
because it's
okay. You're going to talk about the lighting. Talk about the lighting. I thought you were going to talk more about turtles.
The humble tortoise.
Tortoise.
A turtle and a tortoise are different entities.
Don't talk about the lighting, or we're moving on.
Even Denji and Power are kind of cast in blue, and I do think the soundtrack at that point, it really emphasizes this is a sad scene. This the background music for a little bit before Denji walks off is playing up Aki's emotions, feeding from that, drawing cues from that. And I think the lighting and the color scheme is the same because it is so subdued and washed out. He's not feeling good.
He's not feeling good.
He's not feeling good.
All his oomfies are dead.
Yeah.
All his oomfies are dead.
He's got no more moots.
Yeah. And
mutual extinction event.
The red apple and Power and Denji's color schemes, they're those bright points of contrast, and I do like that the apple matches Power and Power's color scheme mostly, but a little bit of Denji as well because it has
it's got that little yellow on the bottom. Yeah,
a little yellow on the bottom, and that it is so bright within Aki's room. He looks at it at some point, I think, after this discussion.
Yeah, he looks at it after this discussion. The bestie who isn't Tendo, whose name escapes me, is like, hey, can I eat your apple?
And I do like that the one bit of brightness and contrast in this kind of bleak setting is this item that was brought to him and associated color wise with Denji and Power. I think it's really nice.
Yeah, it's still there.
Yeah, I think it speaks to their building relationship outside of just being co-workers and also roommates. Sometimes your roommates are not your friends, but I think eventually they're gonna be friends. They're gonna be family.
Yeah, they got a good situation going on. They're building bridges.
Yeah.
But yeah, the besties are like, yeah, so just to be clear, because you're gonna die in like 2 years, it's probably best if you quit. It would make sense if you did. Are you gonna do that? And he's like, the devil who killed my partner and also the devil who killed my family are still out there. Why would I quit? And they were like, okay, cool. So they were right. Everybody in the special division is insane. We'll be back in the morning and we'll go bring you to your new devil contract because you need one.
They literally just said this place is a free shuttle.
They literally don't respect any of you people.
Yes.
The lighting in... Like, after Denji and Power leave, this particular scene while they're speaking to Aki is starting to go a little bit more red tones.
Yeah, sun's coming up.
Yeah, sun's coming up. I love that Aki, in choosing violence, has a color scheme.
Choosing violence
has a color scheme that is more red-hued.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this fucking dank-ass basement that they wind up going to afterwards is also just fucking, like, deep red.
Yeah, it's like the industrial, like... Evangelion type basement, but like as the besties are walking out,
it looks like somewhere that a fucking Live Leak video would happen.
Yeah. While the besties are walking out, they're like, "Oh, somebody's here to see you. We'll just leave the door open." And somebody walks in, and then we cut away.
So we go to the graveyard. Where is this? Where Himeno is buried? Is this where? Well, Himeno is buried in the ether, but is this where Himeno's like?
Yeah, this is the
Himeno, the
general
Himeno
public
Memorial.
Safety mass grave.
Yeah, this is where everyone is buried.
The Himeno Memorial. I don't know. I don't have it. The Himeno Memorial eye patch tombstone.
The eye patch isn't there.
They really need to put the eye patch on the dang thing then.
Okay.
Right? Like, come on. It's a layup.
You got to personalize the grave somehow, because there's like fields and fields and fields of them. Like, you can't, how
are you supposed to tell which one? How are you supposed to tell which one's your former Luffy?
Exactly.
Just gotta memorize it. That's why you gotta go to the funeral. That's where this one is. Okay, gotta remember.
No, there's gotta be like a directory or something, because no, there's no directory. Fuck you. Fuck mourning. If you want it, if you want to pay your respects, too bad.
If you want to pay your fucking respect, show up on time. Fuck you. So yeah, this is where we meet large sexual Kishibe, who's
formally meet him.
He says, "Hey, I am a fucking Looney Tunes ass motherfucker. You two should try and kill me. I will. In doing so, you will attempt to kill me, but I will simply kill you instead."
I love that in his introduction, like, he quizzes them. Like, I love the answers.
Yes.
Yes. I love the answers.
How fucked up and twisted are you kids? Here's a fun little test.
I love that they passed that test. I love their answers. I just love their characters. I really do.
Nothing going on in there.
Nothing going on in there. If you have two brain cells to rub together, okay, they share two brain cells.
They share a brain cell.
Yeah, it really is like just one bouncing back and forth tops.
It really is. I think it usually lives in between Power's horns.
Oh, yeah, it just kind of levitates in there like Nicole.
Like, it's not in her skull. It's not in Denji's skull. It's in between the horns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He asks them stuff like, what do you think about your comrades dying? And they're like, oh god, they're dead. And he's like, and would you ever try to do revenge? And they're like, that's stupid. I don't remember what the third question was, but he was like, those are great answers. That's so much better than I expected. I love you guys.
No, the third question was, are you on the devil side or the human side?
Oh, yeah, and it was like, whichever side is winning. Yeah, and he was
Power,
like...
And Denji was like, whatever side will take care of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, okay, that's super great. You're gonna do great. I love you guys. And he goes and he grabs them both around the neck in like a double headlock, lifts them up, snaps both of their necks, and is like, I was having a really hard time figuring out how I was going to train you guys because you're really little freaks. I'm just going to kill you a bunch because I'm a devil hunter. So if you can beat me, then you're going to be the strongest devils ever.
It's so sick. Just the way that he refers to them as I always wanted toys I couldn't break as a kid.
Yeah, he then proceeds to beat the shit out of them for the rest of the day.
There is a ridiculously horny shot of Power just getting blood poured into her mouth. She's just making a real series of faces in the scene of because we're reanimated. She is slurping that shit. It feels sexual.
She likes it. It's her favorite.
She does love it. I'm not going to deny that.
It's a special treat just for her.
Special treat. Yeah. So he beats the shit out of them and kills them and brings them back with a little blood snack every single time. And he does this 20 times.
Maybe more.
Maybe more. Yeah. Denji wakes up and it's dark out and it's a nice clear night. There's stars out and shit. His brain hasn't started yet, so Power has to smack him a bunch of times. The tone of this moment in the anime compared to the manga is really interesting because it takes a few fucking seconds of her smacking him to try to get his brain working again.
Yeah.
And it feels away, but in the manga it's I don't know, it's just a very funny slapstick moment in the manga.
This felt very slapstick to me, especially with the way that Denji jolts up after in the middle of her smashing his face.
I don't know, I think because they dragged it out the way that they did, it just had a slightly different tone to me.
Respect.
It for me, it implied there's still damage going on and damage that he could sustain long term, even if he does regenerate.
Very fair.
He might regenerate off.
Oh, I actually, that reminds me, I meant to mention this earlier when he's talking about, did I lose my emotional human heart also when my heart got turned into Pochita? There is another series along similar lines to this called Ajin. Don't ever watch the anime. If you read the manga, only read up to a certain amount, because at some point the writer just decided to stop working on it, and they just got a different writer, and it went off the rails. But basically, the thing there is that you have certain people have a stand, and if you die, then you come back and you are essentially immortal forever. But one of the characters who is like this has a theory that it's if your head gets cut off, or if you die because your brain is destroyed, then you don't come back the same. So I was just thinking about that with this. I'm oh yeah, that's a theory.
Yeah, this is why. Can I talk about later Jujutsu Kaisen stuff past the anime airing?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, this is part of why Gojo's brain is at least theorized to be fucked up, because he did have to do the reverse curse technique healing after Toji stabbed him through the fucking body and brain.
Yeah, it's definitely really possible.
And this is why
God, we're gonna get Toji animated in a month or two.
Oh God.
Anyways, this is why I'm prescribing Denji gabapentin. Gabapentin, partial seizures, nerve pain, and restless leg syndrome. Denji, I don't know if he has restless leg syndrome, but nerve pain probably might be a side effect of getting repeatedly killed.
Of getting attacked and killed and attacked and killed.
Yeah, he's probably got some effects. Gabapentin is what they give to your cat to make them not maul everybody at the vet if they have temper issues, basically.
And also dogs.
Yeah. Yeah, so...
It's a sedative.
Yeah, Denji's brain starts working again, and he gets up and he's how many fucking times did I die? And Power is 20 that I can remember, but for a lot of the times I was also unconscious, so it could have been more.
But I just love Power just being he's very drunk. We should use our large adult brains on him.
Yeah, his brain is rotted from the alcohol. We can easily outsmart him.
Yep.
Listen, go for it.
Yep.
Go for it, kids. I believe in you.
I mean, I think that is how they're gonna have to beat him, because, first of all, that is one of their major weaknesses that they're gonna have to overcome in the first place. Second of all,
but they're dumb as bricks?
They're dumb as bricks. I love them, but they are dumb as bricks. And that's why I love them. But also, that is something that would take him by surprise, I think, if they're quick enough to deploy that. I don't think
It almost does later in this episode. They use their brain.
Yeah.
But not quite, though. He's a little bit too nice with it.
Yeah, a little bit too nice. Yeah, I do think like it's going to be a combination of actually using their brains and like actually figuring out a solid strategy that emphasizes their current powers in order to like
Yeah,
get
learning how to
somewhere.
fight as opposed to just kind of thrashing
Just
around.
swinging your arms.
Yeah.
Just doing the fucking Lou Albano doing the Mario.
I'm just thinking about Denji doing the Macarena, like
I would love to see that, frankly.
I would also love to see that.
full chainsaws too.
With chainsaws, yeah.
With chainsaws. Very important that.
With chainsaws.
Yes, with chainsaws.
So we just get like this very fun scene to just end it all. Like this is not the whole end of this. There's two major scenes left, which is one, Kishibe is going to like, I think these fucking kids live here somewhere. And we see like Denji like standing there with glasses on. He's got like one of Power's like, no, this isn't one of Power's blood axes, right? This is just a regular old axe.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
a regular
He's rocking-
hatchet.
And he just got that between his teeth. It's very cute. And then as soon as Kishibe like walks up to the door, Power just fucking hucks a blood javelin through it and almost brains Kishibe, but he manages to dodge out of the way. She also like sends some bottles full of blood down at him, but unfortunately none of these hit. Denji tries to come down and swing, but Kishibe hits him with the spinning roundhouse and just snaps his fucking neck in one maneuver. At this point I was like, why did Power stop attacking? Like, he did not incapacitate her. And then we like cut to Power inside of the apartment, fucking completely blissed out from blood usage.
God, I love this
and-
scene. Like, it's one of the scenes I was looking forward to most when reviewing. I think their little outfits are so cute. I think
It's Power with the glasses is so
The
fucking
glasses
adorable.
is so good, yeah.
Like, I think she's coordinating with her colors very well. Her little ponytail, excellent. I love that she's rolled her pants up, like cuffed them, no shoes for some reason.
She's in the house.
She's in the house. She's being polite,
Yeah.
but
Also for stealth purposes. Denji isn't wearing
It's polite.
shoes
It's
either.
polite to post toes when you're in someone else's house.
I'm gonna kill you.
I deserve it.
I think God should kill you.
Then strike me down, and I shall become more powerful than you can imagine.
But yeah, I really like that in addition to the glasses, Power also put her hair up in a ponytail, because this is a gag that happens in the greatest anime ever made, Nichijou, where the little 7-year-old professor has a moment where she's like, I put my hair in a ponytail. I'm a mature adult now. I can do all of the chores in the house. And that's just what it felt like to me. She's like, okay, we have to be super smart. We're both going to wear glasses, and I'm going to put my hair up.
And we're gonna think so fucking
We're
hard.
gonna think so fucking hard. Yeah, they beef it, and Kishibe's like, 1, Denji, you didn't see my attack coming. 2, Power uses way too much blood when she does all this excess bullshit, and it makes her anemic. Anyway, we're calling it for the day.
Yeah, good
And-
job, y'all. Got, I'm gonna go get drunk, and then you're probably like, we did it. Yeah, you said we're done. And then a knife comes flying in from off screen
Yeah.
and catches Denji in the head.
I love Denji's little hut.
Kishibe's like, don't ever trust a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Don't ever trust your enemy. Don't ever trust the misery.
Yeah.
And then
That's that. Don't ever trust your enemy is the lyric in the German version of the arcane League of Legends song.
Oh my god.
and then they go down to the silly zone.
You did see that video, right?
No, I didn't. I am blissfully ignorant of whatever it is you're talking about.
There was just a video of Germa reacting to League of Legends winning the thing, and he just started singing the theme song and got every word of it wrong, which is fine because it's an Imagine Dragons song for the League of Legends TV show. But it was just very funny for him to so loudly and confidently get every lyric wrong. So then we just get to we get Aki we get the resolution of the scene where Aki got a bunch of we get the resolution of the scene of Aki getting a visitor because that was Himeno's sister, And she was like, hey, these are all the letters that she ever wrote me. I think you deserve to see them. And it's just a bunch of stuff like Aki, it's all about Aki. Like, Aki. She's like the 20-something Gasai Yuno.
God, yeah. She's like, I forced Aki to get his ears pierced, and he was really upset about it. And then she's like, how do I get Aki to quit? I asked him to, and he kind of brushed it off, but I think it's really serious, and I don't think I can keep working here anymore.
Yep.
And he's like, deadass, I don't know how to respond to this information.
Yeah, he's like, well, he says, in order to respond to this information, I will simply do the world's gayest walk down this hall. Would you see him swinging his hips?
The way these walk cycles are animated, just to begin with, is so fucking strange, because, like, the front shot of the three of them has so little movement while they're walking. I'm like, hello?
and then you see it from the back, and Aki's just, like, fucking throwing that shit.
He's injured. He doesn't. He's just doing his best with what he's got.
Like, because
he's doing pretty good with it, I'll say.
We get those angle shots from above, right? Like above and behind the head. Mm-hmm. Like, it's almost like a marionette perspective.
Yeah, kinda.
A little bit. Like, that coupled with the odd walk cycle, I'm like, this seems a little bit off. Like, I'm not expressing it well, but like...
I don't think that was intentional. I genuinely just think they animated it really weird.
Yeah.
I just think they animated it really fucking strangely.
Yeah, probably.
I'm not trying to, like, gaslight you here, genuinely. I don't think this was on purpose.
Like, genuinely, yeah, probably. Like, they're doing the most for, like, the vast majority of every single episode. Like, they're gonna have one weird walk.
Yeah, if this is the weird corner that they cut, I'm fine with it.
It's just genuinely very funny.
It is really funny to look at. But yeah, they show up to, like, a big fucking, like, vault, and they're like, so this is the Future Devil. Only 2 people in public safety have contracts with it. One of them had to give up. What was the first one? I know the second one was, like, both of their eyes and their sense of taste and smell, but what was the first one?
That's the one that I remember. I do not remember the first one.
Oh, half their lifespan, I think.
Half their lifespan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Half their lifespan, and both of their eyes and their sense of taste and smell.
Alright, Aki, get in there. Go meet this freak.
Yeah, they're like, alright, I hope it likes you.
Yeah, like... Aki can't trade half his lifespan.
He's only got 2 years left. What's he gonna trade? We'll find out, because we don't even see the new friend. We just see a little hovering eyeball.
I'm very excited to meet them and see what the silly little conflict
They are
is.
so shaped.
They are like probably one of my favorites. I love Future Devil.
Future Devil design is fucking sick.
I think the where they chose to cut this episode is extremely funny, because they cut the chapter at, like, Future Devil actually, like, coming out and saying his stupid little line that I love so much, and they were like, we're not going to show you him. Look at this eyeball.
With his eyeball just floating, like, it's floating there like the guy, like, doing the pog face to the Among Us that he sees in the Aki Among Us pog champ.
Oh my god. Yeah, then we get our ending, which I have seen people say is the best one so far. I liked it.
I'm rotating in my mind. It's beautiful. Puppy Dog Land, Puppy Dog Village, Puppy Dog Land. I want to go.
Puppy Dog City. I want to go.
Yeah, it's called Dogland. It's Puppy Dog Land.
Yeah.
I think the dogs in there are real.
Yeah. They're real dogs.
Real dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real dogs
real dogs. Real stunts. Real blood.
Can these real dogs outrun a turtle? Yes or no?
Depends on the turtle.
Okay, can they outrun a soft shell?
Could they outrun the soft shell?
Could they outrun a soft shell? Out of water, yes. In water, no.
I don't know. Dogs can swim pretty fast. They're pretty good at it.
Dogs are pretty good at swimming. There's a whole style named after them.
Within the lore of this podcast.
Within the lore, okay.
A soft shell turtle can go 30 miles an hour in water.
No, that was the factoid about the leatherback sea turtle that Sarah
No,
kindly
that was
provided.
22.
Oh.
Soft shells, distinct from leatherbacks, within the lore of this podcast,
Okay.
30 miles per hour underwater, 3 miles per hour on land.
I see. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So it depends on... It depends.
Yeah.
It's a good ending. It's really scribbly.
I really love the
enjoy.
style on this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucks.
I like that the dogs are there. I think it's nice that Denji gets to hang out with some dogs.
Yeah. I think he does need to go to puppy school. I think it would be good for him to socialize.
Yeah, I think it would be good for him to hang out with a medium amount of dogs.
Yeah.
It'd be nice.
Yeah.
A very regular number of dogs.
Yeah, normal number of dogs.
Normal number of dogs.
We talked about too much bullshit that's going to have to get left in, so I think we're only going to do one question this time.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. I am my allergies are fucking engaging in a full all-out attack now.
I'm
I'm
tired.
sorry for to whoever submitted questions, probably Emil, for taking up too much time discussing turtles.
We talked about turtles for legitimately half an hour.
We've had to talk about the turtles, though.
It was important. It was coming.
You understand.
Like
you
we
understand.
we have to go on 50,000 tangents now because all of our next episode is going to be like wrap up.
Yeah.
Like genuinely,
Yeah.
there's going to be a lot in next episode, and we are going to have to stay on target the whole time. So I don't know where the hell it went. It disappeared out of our mentions, but I know that Emil asked, how much harder do you think Kobeni is going to girl boss?
Oh.
She's going to gaslight, and she's going to Well, I don't think she's going to girl boss harder. I think she's just going to add more things to her repertoire. So gaslighting and gatekeeping.
Oh, I see.
Also
Okay.
part some of her skills.
I think Kobeni.
Coping,
Kobeni.
Copenseed,
Kobe.
Kobe beef,
Kobe beef!
Kobe beef,
Kobe beef.
hey woo, Kobe beef.
I do think I want her to be able to face down with Makima. I want her to be on that level. I don't want her to win, but I want her to be able to fight Makima.
You don't want her to win. You want Makima to be able to. Okay.
You want Makima to turn her into ketchup?
I don't think Kobe can win against Makima. I don't think basically anyone.
You don't believe in her? You don't have faith in her?
I believe that she can do some damage. I don't think that she'll win, but that's still a lot more than anyone else can do.
That's fair.
Yeah. What do you think her... let's go around the fucking circle. What do you think her devil is? I want to say that this is not revealed in text at all. Up until current in the manga. Like, this is not revealed to us at all, so we don't know.
Makima or
Kobeni.
Kobeni.
Sloppy blowjob devil.
Shut the fuck up!
Don't hate because it's true.
Like, I really want them to start going into more abstract fears, but I do think that...
Oh, don't worry, they will.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. I think Makima has an abstract fear. But...
That's not who we're talking about.
That's not who we're talking about. I do think she has a... Not necessarily an object fear, but a human fear. Like... what if she has the serial killer?
The serial killer!
She's got
the killer.
She's got the true crime.
The true crime devil! The killer.
The killer.
You think she has the killer?
This is my devil, Jeffrey.
Jeffrey!
He will pour a thing of bleach on you.
I think that her devil is something like fortune, because it seems like it operates on because she is just so pathetic and wet, like, a lot, and it seems like she only, like, goes crazy, goes stupid after something really, like, after she fucks up a certain amount. So I feel like it's, like, probability or chance or fortune or something like that. That makes sense to me. Because, like, her going so fucking beast mode happened after she after she should have been shot through the fucking head. So that would be, like, a reciprocal amount of something. I don't know. I feel like this is also operating on Hunter x Hunter logic, which I might be totally off base, but I think it might be something like that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Sarah, do you have a serious theory that isn't sloppy blowjob?
Okay, well, if we're gonna cut my legs off here, I think it'd be really funny if it was like a really mundane thing that, like, doesn't as mundane but is still scary.
It's literally just the knife devil.
I was even more mundane than that, like the Bills devil.
The Bills devil.
Oh my god.
The My Brother's College Fund devil.
God. She feeds that devil every single day of her life. Very specific.
The expectations devil.
Are a very specific, cutting yourself with a really sharp kitchen knife accidentally for your devil.
Okay, yeah, I like that. That is really specific.
Yeah.
And that is kind of what she does, so I think that's possible.
Yeah, and, like, you can't tell me that, like, I feel like every chef has a streak of fear regarding that, because a sharp chef knife can fuck you up.
Yeah, you have to go
your
home for the
career.
rest of the day, assuming you don't lose your limb and have to go to the hospital.
Yeah, or, like, cut a tendon. Like, it can end your career. Like,
yeah.
It's not like there's probable cause for a devil of that specificity to exist.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So that's episode. Thanks to Emil for sending in question.
Thank you, Emil.
Yeah. You can find me at Royal Batty on Twitter.
You can find me at Willowthorn with the L's replaced with the number 1 on Twitter.
You can find me on Twitter at SunhatZhenya, SunhatZhenya.
And thank you to Matt GameCube for hosting us so generously.
The Podfather.
Space. Yes, the Podfather.
The Don.
who will have to shelter 1 or 2 more of my beautiful little podcasts under his wing in the next 3 to 6 months, probably.
What other shows are you doing? I don't know about that.
I'll talk about it. I'll talk about it next episode.
Yeah, off the air.
Because I hope you'll be there. Thanks to Carson for our cover art. Powers Nobel this week is Fred M. Wilcox, the director of Lassie.
Hell yeah, Fred M. Wilcox.
Thank you. Do you want
Thanks, everybody. See you next time.